to the Detailer's Dock, anchoring you in the world of marine detailing. Whether you're a seasoned detailer or just starting out, this is where every detail matters, with your host, Captain Ken Mercer from Marine Detail Supply Company.
Welcome to the Detailer's Dock with Captain Ken Mercer. And I tell you what, I have probably one of the most infamous guys in the tool industry with me, Chris Metcalf from Flex. Chris, welcome. I'm excited to kind of get into what we've got in front of us. Obviously, we have what used to be or still is a leader in tools when it comes to a rotary machine, as well as, I know you guys carry a lot of different tools, but the one that's used the most in the marine aspect would be your rotary machine, your force rotation, like the Beast. Like, that thing is known for years and years to be a powerhouse on gel coat correction. But now we have cordless technology that's put in front of us. And before I let you start talking, I want to let everybody know out there that's either listening or watching, I've already tested this rotary machine, and not for nothing on the other ones, but what really has stood out to me is I have for years struggled to find a rotary with so much power, but never mind, now it's in a cordless option where, for me, I don't know the science or technology behind it, but this had more power than your corded rotary, and it had more power than the workhorses of the marine industry, for me, okay, my opinion, than the Makita and the DeWalt, which are corded tools that
You
have...
said that.
I said it, okay? I'm going on record right now, like, if everything keeps going the way it's going, this rotary is just going to change the industry.
I appreciate being here. Thanks for having me on your show.
Yep.
I think it's really great that we're here. You are one of 3 people that have really seen these since they came from our R&D department in Germany. Just sitting down with you and really getting to play around with these tools and kind of show you what they have, what we have coming out.
Yeah.
We're shooting this podcast probably a little bit before this is going to actually go live, but we wanted to get this out there and kind of lay this out.
Yeah,
You know,
I think it needs to be out there, okay? To let it delay any longer is just going to do an injustice to the industry, because truth be told, like, I mean, I haven't been this excited about a tool in a long time.
That's awesome to hear. I mean, Flex being a 100-year-old manufacturing company, we still manufacture these tools on our original factory floor in Steinheim, Germany.
Is that how you say it? Steinheim.
Steinheim, which is near Stuttgart, Germany, in the southwest side of Germany. One of the big things, the evolution over the last couple of years, Flex, about 8-9 years ago, was purchased by a company called Shervon.
Shervon, okay.
So Shervon is how you say it, and that's who I actually work for. That's where my paycheck comes from. We have a lot of other brands that we also manufacture. Our house brands are Ego, Skill, and Flex. Flex is one of our biggest premium products. When Shervon purchased us with a reason and a direction, and that is to make battery-powered products that are equal, if not better, than corded products.
Yeah.
This is the future.
I agree, because I mean, your prior models were 18 volt.
Yes.
Right.
Which
now
we've had out for 7 years. So
and work amazing.
They're great units. They're proven product. They're still there.
Agreed.
This 24 volt product is just the next generation of products.
And I think that gets thrown out, or at least people saying next generation, maybe too easily throughout any type of industry, but I firmly believe what you're telling me, it is. I agree with you. I mean, it surpassed any expectation that I had. Like, again, for those of you that want to see it, you graciously let me test this in front of you.
Video.
And I leaned on it. When I mean I leaned on it, you boat detailers, you guys and gals out there understand that we need heat, we need pressure, we need to be able to lean on a machine, especially a rotary, for cutting gel coat, and it did it beyond my expectation. And again, like, if I was given a blind test, you handed me this tool, I would have swore there was a cord on the other end.
I mean, it is very powerful, and the cool thing, something you proved in our little testing that we just did, you tried multiple different batteries.
I did.
That's something that's kind of key. On our website, flexpowertools.com, you can download our catalog, and on page 6 and 7 in our catalog, it clearly explains what the differences in the batteries are.
Yep.
And we have 7 different batteries as options for these tools.
Where some of your competition has one option, right? But for those that are out there listening and not necessarily watching this podcast, I do want to I tested their 2 amp hour battery on the rotary and leaned on it, and it did not disappoint. Then I graciously moved it up to the bad boy. That's 6 amp hour.
Yeah, the big one.
And she just let her eat.
Yeah. I mean, really when it comes down to the different batteries that you have, what you're going to get, Ken, is you're going to get longer runtime. You're not really going to see a big difference in the power, and that has to do with the computer chip that we have inside the unit. The computer chip inside the unit's monitoring how you're using the tool, and it's telling the battery, hey, give me more power, or hey, I'm okay with power. Because these batteries, all 3 of these batteries we have on the table here, are all 3 different batteries. And
so we have a 6.0 just for you listening. 2 amp hour, and then we also have a 3.5 amp hour.
And I did bring just our stacked batteries, so you really have to do a little bit of research and understand. Our original 18 volt is standard lithium cells. Most of our competitors' products in the market today are standard lithium cells.
Right.
That's where the cell is rolled. So the lithium is in sheets still, but it's in a rolled cylindrical cell. Mm-hmm. When you have a rolled cell, Ken, and this is going real deep, but I just want people to understand this. When you have a rolled cell, you have one wire coming out and 1 wire going in. When you have what we call stacked lithium, which is the lithium is laying flat inside the battery, similar to every cell phone. We have a cell phone battery we have in our pockets.
Right. So not to interrupt you, think of those of you out there. Think of the technology of how batteries have changed through the years on your cell phone, right? They used to be size of bricks, right? And now they're super thin. You can easily put it in your pocket. And essentially what Chris is telling those of you out there is that technology is now packed into the batteries on these power tools.
Yeah, what we're doing, because you have a ribbon now, instead of having the 1 in, 1 out like you have on a standard rolled lithium cell, with the stacked lithium, you now have a ribbon. So you look at it like you have a 6-lane highway versus a 6-lane going down to a 2-lane. So you just have that pathway of power. You're able to charge the battery faster, and you're able to use more power on that in that battery. So when you
more useful power.
When you're applying pressure and you're trying to cut that gel coat and you're giving that tool, that battery is able to deliver what you need.
What I'm excited to say too is y'all thought of implementing or at least letting the marine industry test these machines, where I think some of the other competitors out there have just solely set their focus on automotive. And not for nothing, if it'll hold up in the marine space, it's going to hold up in the automotive space because the pressures are different. I know I spoke about this a couple of times before, but those of you that are marine detailers that are out there, the gel coat, heat is your friend. Unfortunately or fortunately, however you may look at it in automotive, heat is your enemy. So that's why the technology really wasn't necessary, at least for a lot of these tool manufacturers, to be able to lean on it, because that would be too much in the automotive space. They're going to cause a lot of damage.
Yeah.
But now you guys have really are putting the boat detailer in mind, and I think you have for a while, because let's be honest, the flex, the force rotation was such an upgrade over the old school Porter cable style dual action polisher.
For sure.
To implement a gear driven system where no matter the amount of pressure, right, we keep talking about pressure, at least in dealing with the gel coated substrate, it didn't stall, it didn't stop, it kept working. And now you've had the 3401. What was the older model? I think I have it down here too. I get mixed up on the flex numbers.
Yeah, so XC3401 is the original beast.
Right.
Then we had the XCE that came out, which is a newer version of the 3401. We still have both models because there's a demand for both.
Sure, absolutely.
But when we
a great following.
Yeah. But when we launched these new polishers, yes, they have similarities to our past polishers. But there are small tweaks that we've made, like moving the locking mechanism down below so you don't accidentally hit it.
Correct.
The handle itself just feels good in your hand. You have that little lip at the front, which kind of gives you a nice thing to grip onto.
Yeah, for me, it feels comfortable no matter what hand I want to hold it in, right?
It's a little more profile too, so it's closer to the paint.
It is, if you want to be on top of it, if you kind of want to be on the side of it, depending on how you rest your hand. But for me too, those that you may run the machine putting the head of the machine in your left hand, but there's also people that are out there that like to run it the opposite way, put the head of the machine in the right hand. And what I really think is awesome is the speed.
You like
Okay.
that 11 speeds,
11
but we
speeds.
show 6 on there with that half speed on each
Yeah,
line.
but you could easily, no matter what hand you have it in, control it, okay?
Yeah, that's true.
You can flip it either way and control it. There's some other tools that are out on the market that it
a
can
little
be
more
a little
challenging.
awkward where
Yeah.
I mean, yes, we could adjust it, but sometimes like when you're using a diminishing abrasive, you have to change the speed throughout the cut, right? This just makes it more precise to be able to just adjust that speed, then going, okay, I have to pull off the substrate just to change the speed. Now back to the substrate where I can literally, with a
No,
click
you
of
want
a
to be
switch,
able,
and it's
with
real
our unit,
mechanical.
you definitely want to be able to change that speed while you're working, because you never know when you just need a little bit more power, or maybe
Agreed.
a little less, and it's easy to change that speed for sure.
Yeah, no, whoever in Flex came up with that idea.
I told we talked about this earlier off camera a little bit, and it's one of those things where I really want the industry to understand that Flex listens. When you guys are on the internet forums
Yeah.
writing that I don't like this, it's okay to share that with us. You may not see it like right away, but you're going to see it like 7 years. We've listened to people about our cordless product.
Yep.
Every comment that people have made have impacted these 3 units that are here. More power, lower, closer to the work area. You don't want it to be top heavy. Just all of those different things have gone into the development of these 3 units.
Yep.
Because we do have 3 new polishers that are coming out, a 15 millimeter free spinning, an 8 millimeter gear driven, which is our beast, or
Yeah.
our original beast.
Yeah.
And it has the exact same motion. That's another point that people always ask. Like, hey, the 3401 has been proven for 20 years.
Right.
We love that product. We don't want to change the motion. So we have redesigned it, made it a little bit more ergonomically correct. But the throw is the same as the original beast. And then obviously the rotary that you've been talking about that you love. I
Completely
mean, I think
impressed.
in the boat, in the marine industry, the rotary is obviously kind of your go-to.
100%.
And I think that this unit will be what the market demands for the marine industry.
Yeah, and to just kind of echo what you said about listening to the market. Obviously, I won't let the cat out of the bag, but just know, like, I've even given Chris personal feedback on something that needs to make a change, and he gave me the thumbs up that it is going to happen. So with that, they are listening. So I would encourage everyone that has a Flex tool, that uses a Flex tool, is give them your feedback, right? Can we talk about the warranty?
I mean, it is crazy, but basically our 24-volt product right now in 2024, until the end of 2024, December 31st, 2024, if you buy a product specifically from Marine Detail Supply,
Yep.
you will have a lifetime warranty.
Whoa, wait, what did you say? Hold on.
Wait a minute,
Let me make sure it's actually recorded. Did you say lifetime
Yeah,
warranty?
so what we believe, Ken, is that we want you to believe in our brand. And I think that's a big thing. Our product managers, when they first talked about this lifetime warranty thing, in sales, we thought it was nuts and crazy and everything. But the bottom line, our product managers believe that much in our product that we want you to buy into our brand. We're willing to give you that type of warranty. The lifetime warranty does only go to the end of 2024.
Yep.
But you see on all of our boxes, even the box next to you has a 5-year warranty. So even after that, after this, a year from now when this podcast is still online, you'll still have a 5-year warranty on our product.
Right.
But until the end of 2024, if you buy our product, you have a lifetime warranty. That's on the unit itself. You can replace the batteries 3 times within your lifetime and the chargers 3 times within your lifetime, which is crazy.
And of course, I kind of probed you a little bit, like to the effect of, all right, am I going to have to pay a fee or something like that? And your answer was no,
Yeah,
right?
there really
Which is
is no
surprising.
fee.
Because there's other ones that are out there that'll say that.
The one thing you
Can't drop it in the water.
You can't drop it in the water. You can't. Run
That's
it
not
over
the
with
tool's fault.
You can't run it over with your car. But the one thing is when you do purchase it from Marine Detail Supply, you want to make sure that you register it within 30 days of your receipt. That'll give you the lifetime warranty. All you do is go to our website, flexpowertools.com. Even before you buy the product, you can go and create your own account on flexpowertools.com. Once you create that account, everything's logged there. You take a quick picture of your receipt. You have your receipt in one place. So if you do have a problem 5 years down the line with a battery or something like that, you're easily able to go on your account and call our 800 number and get something replaced.
That's That's amazing. I think you would agree that's maybe some of the feedback that you've gotten from your customer base is, can we improve your warranty? And again, it looks like you guys have listened. I mean, 5 years is amazing. That's a lot more than most of the competitors that are within the industry at all, period. But never mind, I don't think that I recall. I could be wrong, but I've never heard somebody at least at a launch
I think the biggest thing
giving a lifetime warranty.
The biggest thing you have to look at and understand with that lifetime warranty is that we're not just in the automotive market.
No.
This lifetime warranty is
Automotive,
for
marine,
our entire brand. So all of our products until the end of 2024 have that lifetime warranty.
Hold on, did I hear that? So it's not just these tools.
No, it's every product in
their-
our catalog.
Your drill, like
all of that product.
you didn't share that with me.
That's
Y'all are
the
hearing it
crazy
first.
thing is that and honestly the other reason that we had that lifetime warranty is because every time I tell you, hey, I'm selling you a new battery product, what's the one comment you're going to say? What do you have in your truck outside right now? I know what you have. But
can't
it's a
let
different,
everybody know.
you have a different colored product out there.
Yeah, I do.
And so that's the comment that we get a lot is that other people tell us like, hey, I have other battery products. I'm not going to switch to your battery product. So what we did was we said, what can we do to encourage that person to try our product? Try our product. We're going to give you that lifetime warranty.
It's crazy.
And that's what we did. We want you to become a user of the Flex brand for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So when you buy into the product until the end of 2024, you'll get that lifetime warranty. Anything after that, you're still going to get a 5-year warranty, which is nuts.
Yeah,
After 5 years, power tools change. So
agreed. And to that 5-year warranty, say you forgot to register, you guys are still going to at least give them off the date.
yeah,
Correct?
Yeah, I mean, you still.
I mean, you want them to register.
We want you to register, but every product has a date code on it or serial number. And if you do have a problem with our product, you call our 800 number. We either send you to a repair facility that will repair the product, or to be honest with you, if you might have to send a few pictures or videos of whatever the problem is. We're just going to replace it.
Yeah.
We don't want to sit here and go back and forth, like send it in. 8 weeks from now, I'm going to tell you that I'm either going to replace it or I'm not going to replace it. We want to get you to your tool fixed, you're back on the job site working, and then you tell us what you need to buy next.
Yeah, no, I mean, so let's talk about, and for your already past Flex users, right, that have the 18 volt system, right? Tried and true, works amazing, but now the 24 volt is out and they'll only be able to get 24 volt batteries here soon, right?
Soon. Well, the
But you
18 volt batteries, the motor, 18 volt motors will be discontinued. The 24 volt motors will replace that. We'll still support the 18 volt batteries. I'm not sure the date or the time on that, but we're still going to support those 18 volt battery users for people that already have that. But we also have, I know where you're going with this.
That's it.
You're going with this is that we didn't want to leave those 18 volt users kind of in the dark.
Correct.
And what most people say that have our 18 volt polishers is, hey, it doesn't have quite as much power as the corded version. We've made an adapter that you'll be able to get a promotion through Marine Detail Supply where you'll actually be able to get that adapter for free. Maybe you'll buy our drill combo kit that has 2 batteries and a high-speed charger, and you'll get that adapter where you'll still be able to use the 24 volt battery on an 18 volt polisher.
Will they be able to purchase that separately though if they want to?
You can. I think the retail on the adapter is under $50. It's not an expensive adapter or anything. But the cool thing is even if you have that 18 volt polisher, the 24 volt batteries, like down the road, you'll still be able to use that product. And with a 24 volt battery, it will actually give you a little more power.
But you can't tell everybody
I'm not supposed to tell everybody that, but the bottom line is that 24 volt
Well, I mean, it makes sense. You're going from 18 volts to 24 volts, so there's got to be some type of change there at least.
And that brushless motor, because all of our 18 volt products still had brushless motors. When we first launched that was like new technology to everybody. So the battery still communicates with that brushless motor.
So I think a good question out there is, so cordless is nothing new, right?
Yeah.
I think what the number one question people want to know is, all right, well, how long is it going to last, right? And before I have you kind of dive into that, let's talk about the charging system first, right? Because I think the ability, you have cordless, but you got to charge it. So can you, if you wouldn't mind kind of elaborating on the charging?
So technically we have 4 different chargers available right now. Every tool, and you hear me say this, you may not catch it when I talk about our product, every tool we sell on Flex has a high-speed charger. What I mean by that is that it comes with a 160 watt charger. What that 160 watt charger means, if we were to compare it to, like, let's say the yellow company or the other red company that's out there, their typical chargers are only 60 watts.
So it's twice as fast.
More than twice as fast. So that literally, our charger, well, everybody knows, like the 18 volt, you're not going to charge more than 45 minutes typically.
Right.
24 volt, we have a 160 watt, we have a 200, I'm just going to look real
It's
quick.
that new that he's got to look at
No,
the
I just
book.
want to make sure. So 280.
No, I'm just teasing.
We have a 280 watt rapid charger.
Okay.
We have a 550 watt rapid charger. So that charger I left you guys down there for your demo area.
Yeah.
This will charge a 5 amp hour battery in 15 minutes to 100%.
Not 80%.
Not 80%.
100%, right? But
So-
hold on. You need to talk about that next charger because that, for me, is impressive.
So even we have a 4-port charger, which goes on our top of our stack pack.
Right.
So the cool thing about the 4-port charger is it charges all the batteries at the same time. A lot of the dual chargers that are out there or 4-port chargers that are in the market today, they're not simultaneous. What they do is they rotate on charging. They'll charge each battery for like 10 minutes and then they'll go back to that first battery and start charging again. What that does is it eliminates heat on the battery.
Makes sense.
So whenever you turn our chargers on, what's the one thing you hear?
The fan.
Sounds like a jet engine.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, sometimes
For a
some people
reason.
say it's annoying or whatever, but it's there for a reason. All of our batteries actually have, and I don't know if you'll see this on camera or not, but
got a
there's
vent
little
on there.
vents. And that charger is pushing air through those vents and helping to keep the cells cool. Because whenever it comes to lithium, you want to keep them cool when you're working with them.
So, on the vents, though, again, I'm going to play devil's advocate a little bit. Of course, we don't want to get water around here, right? Say, for instance, a little bit of water gets in there. I mean, am I nervous?
So we have phase changing material in all of our batteries. The phase changing material is almost like candle wax. That phase changing material helps keep the lithium cool. But all of our processors inside the tools, as well as inside the battery, have an epoxy coating on them.
Okay.
You don't want to get any electric power tool
Well, no,
or any battery powered
of course
tool
not.
wet. If there is moisture involved in the humidity we have here in Florida, you're going to see wear and tear on the batteries. I would say our batteries are more protected than any of our competitors.
Okay, I think that's a fair assessment. Like, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, you shouldn't be mixing electrical current with water anyways, right? But one other thing that I'm noticing on the batteries that I didn't really kind of notice earlier is it kind of has like a rubber protective feel.
I was going to
to
ask
it.
you about that because, like, you've tried all the different competitors
Yep.
out there, DeWalt, Milwaukee,
Yep.
all the different brands that are out there. What do you think when you feel our tool? I know this is a podcast. This is like people are listening.
We are filming it
But-
too, so you can obviously go and watch
Like
it.
when you
but
just feel our tool, what do you feel? Like, it's just a solid tool.
there's not like any rattling or, I mean, it feels like a tool should. I know that sounds cliche, but I mean, there's a lot of tool brands out there. There's budget tool brands. I think we all know of them. They have their own store, right? That you can essentially go there and you can feel the lower quality when you pick one of those tools up. Granted, they may get that job done once, but if you're a professional or you're somebody that really cares about a product, buy once, cry once.
Yeah, I think
is the way I like to say it. And how could I say this? Like throwing that lifetime warranty out there, at least for those that once this is launched till the end of the year, is really
It's crazy.
I'll buy once, cry once.
Yeah.
Simply.
I mean, you'll be able to do that. Like basically, it'll be dated when the receipt is. So,
Yeah.
you know, when you get these should be delivered here in the U.S. around October 15th.
I'm gonna hold you.
Don't.
to that.
Yeah, I put it on camera.
I gotta try to. No, don't hold
You
them
know,
to
I've
it.
got all
though,
these
but-
flex people in the background. All just give me this like.
They're
red
all.
stare.
No.
The bottom line, I know
Yeah.
for a fact they're in our factory today, being manufactured. I know that for a fact. I know that our goal is to have it here before SEMA.
Right.
And our dealers to have them available. So, but the bottom line, when you give that customer that receipt, as long as it's before December 31st, they'll get that lifetime warranty when they register the product.
I mean, that's ultimately
You
insane.
know, we're talking about the cost-effective tools and all the different power tools that are out there in the market. I would tell you, and I continue to reiterate this. This is a point that I really try and get across. Flex is a 100-year-old manufacturing company. Do I need to say that again? 100-year-old
So
manufacturing.
you're just getting started?
I use the word manufacturing because this is like, it kind of like doesn't make me mad, but, and I'm kind of opening up to you on this.
That's
like,
all right.
It does make
That's
me
what we're
mad.
here for.
When I go to different places or I go to different trainings and I see all of these different power tools, different brands, and the brands that I see, they don't manufacture them. All they are a name brand on a product that comes from a factory where they probably have no clue what they were even manufacturing, the people that were putting the tool together.
Right.
These tools come from our German factory. Every single person then in that factory understands what this tool does.
Right.
Our product managers that developed this product, they came out to places like you, not in the warehouse like this where you're shipping product, but
Yep.
they were on the job site.
Right.
They're down at the docks asking marine guys, how does the tool work? What do you like? What do you dislike? So I really try and reiterate to people, and I always tell people I work for a manufacturer. We manufacture the battery, the motor, and the head of the tool on every single tool. So that's why we can offer that lifetime warranty. That's why we can give the end user the best quality tool that we possibly can deliver.
And I just want, for those of you out there that truly don't understand what Chris just said, like, there's a lot of tool manufacturers that maybe build a tool, but they don't make the battery, right? Maybe they just make the motor or the head, right? Or the mid case, right?
Yeah.
They don't make the whole tool.
No.
You, from head to toe.
We have our own foundry. Like
Right.
that's crazy to say. Like, we make our own molds. We make our molds for all of our plastic components. We make the lithium cells. When I talk about, and I have like all this in-depth information about the lithium, I have that because I've been to our factory and I've physically seen everybody wearing white lab coats, and we have to touch an electric thing because the floor is one of those special electric floors
Oh, that's
where
awesome.
you can't transfer static electricity to these as they're being put together.
Right.
I don't know what the name of that is, but
Probably bad news if you do it.
yeah, no, it's like they make a big deal about it.
Yeah.
And it's because we care about all that. We know when we give you this tool, we're confident that it works. That's why whenever you call me and you do have maybe a customer that's in the middle of something and they're not happy with something's not working for them, I ask a lot of questions because there's a variable that calls that.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when I ask those questions, I'm trying to figure out what's that variable that caused the problem so we can take care of it. I think it goes to show what you're buying. When you buy a Flex product, you're buying something that I know the ins and outs. I know where it's going to fail, and if it does fail, if you call me, we can have a discussion and I can tell you what happened or what needs to happen.
So one thing that we didn't talk about, though, is the colors changed.
Yeah, so we
It
have
used
this
to be the
color-
red, right?
We have this color up here, and I think it's still that 100-year-old manufacturing company. When we launched this product here in the U.S., and you do see this at Lowe's, there's our general construction product available at Lowe's.
They ain't getting these at Lowe's.
They're not going to see these at Lowe's. These will not be on shelf at Lowe's. This is one of those things that's really designed for a specialty industry.
Yep.
But that being said, it still has every product that's in our catalog. And the maroon product or the red product that you typically see with Flex is now going to be transitioning to the black and gray. The black and gray is a fresh color. It looks nice. You have that little green strip whenever you're looking at the batteries. It's just a cool,
Yeah, it stands out too.
revived
Like
color.
most people's batteries, like the indicator lights are small.
Yeah.
There's no. The guy in the other room that's behind the camera can see what the battery power life is on.
I think the
of this
cool-
because it stands
The cool
out
thing
so
about the
well.
lights, the things that I like about the lights, there's 4 different cells there. And when you're charging across the room or you're on your boat detailing, but on the dock you're charging your battery, you can quickly look back and see those LED lights.
Yeah,
And say,
from a
oh, crap,
distance.
my battery's charged. Oh, I only have 2 bars. Before I get into this next section, I'm going to hop down and grab a fresh battery.
Yeah,
So
and it's on both sides of the battery.
it is on both
at that.
sides. The smaller battery does have it on the end, but still able to be seen. The way the small battery, that 2 amp hour, it just, to get it compact, they weren't
Sure.
able to put the LEDs on the side. But they've thought of everything in this new 24 volt product, and it's just an exciting launch, I think, really for the marine industry, and that's why we're here. And I'm
Yeah,
glad to show you this
absolutely. I
stuff,
mean,
so.
I'm extremely impressed. I've already told you that. I'm excited to see what the future's going to hold for Flex, for Marine Detail Supply Company, for every boat detailer that's out there. Just know, like, your voices have been heard. That's why Flex is here with newer technology like this, and they are simply just resetting the bar again when it comes to, at least in my opinion, with the rotary. That is going to be a hard tool to beat.
I would like to say that we do set the bar. Whenever we set the bar, there's people that follow us. So I expect everybody, when they see these new polishers, we'll definitely have a line of not end users, but other manufacturers at our booth at SEMA wanting to see these polishers, because this is going to be the next bar. We're setting the bar.
Oh yeah, no, and I would encourage you guys to have a gel-coated panel there to push on it, not just car paint. That way somebody can really lean on it, or at least have some way for somebody to experience the same thing I did.
I need to get you in our booth. That would be cool.
Hey,
I'll get some gel coat and we'll do a little boat demo in our booth.
I'd gladly be able to go and demonstrate that and prove to everyone out there in person that the experience I just had, they'll experience the same thing as well.
Yeah.
So again, Chris, I appreciate you coming by here at the headquarters here in Marine Detail Supply. You can find any of our Marine Detail Supply locations across the U.S. We have one in Ohio. We've got multiple in Florida and one in South Carolina. So again, get excited to that point that you're going to be able to get a lifetime warranty by buying a Flex rotary force rotation free 15DA with a lifetime warranty. I said it, lifetime warranty on marinedetailsupply.com, courtesy of Flex and Chris. Chris, I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me
so much, man.